great happiness! No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
He bade me, from him, call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition, hail most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight. Never shall sun that morrow see. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Will your servants ever have theirs, themselves, and what is theirs in compt, to make their audit at your highness's pleasure?
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly, and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done, 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence, and catch with a surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here. That we but teach bloody instructions which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe striding a blast, or heaven's cherubim, horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He has almost stopped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Is the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And wakes now to look so green and pale, and so it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love.
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me, and I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nibble from his boneless guns and dashed his brains out had I so sworn if you have done to this.
If we should fail,
then we fail! But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, those two chamberlains will lie with wine and wassail, so convinced that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume. And in their swinish sleep, their drenched natures will lie in as a death. What cannot you and I do upon the unguarded Duncan?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood the sleepy two of his own chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive another when we shall make our grief and clamour roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
Moon is down. I have not yet heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take it 'tis later, sir.
There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me those cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Who's there?
Friend.
What, sir, still not at rest? The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesses to your offices.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect, which else should free of rot.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three Weïrd sisters. To you they have shown some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
Not your kindest leisure.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. Have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this, which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There is no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Whilst I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven. or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. He is about it. The doors are open and the surfeited groom do mock their charge with snores. I have drunk their drink. That death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die. What there? What ho? Alack, I'm afraid they have awakened and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confound us. The hour I had laid the daggers out, he could not have missed him. If he had not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. Oh, my husband! I have done the deed. Dost thou not hear a noise? I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak? When? Now. As I descended? Aye. Hark! Who lies in the second chamber? Malcolm. This is a sorry sight. A foolish thought to say a sorry sight. There's one did laugh in his sleep, and one cried murder. That they did wake each other. I stood and heard them. But they did say their prayers and address them again to sleep. There are two lodged together. One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with the hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us. Oh, consider it not so deeply. But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat. You must not think of these deeds after these ways, so it will make us mad. Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murmur, sleep. The innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the ravelled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, sore labour's bath, balm of hurt minds, chief nourisher in life's feast. What do you mean? Still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. Moms hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more. Who was it thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring the daggers from the place they're supposed to lie there? Go carry them and smear the sleepy groom's blood. I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not. No, infirm on purpose. Give me the daggers. Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are these? How they pluck out mine eyes? Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hands? My hands
hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Hear knocking. At the south entry, retire we to our chambers. A little water clears us of this deed. Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us, show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking, I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he would need no turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In the name of Beelzebub? Knock, knock. Who's there? The other devil. Knock, knock. Never a quiet. What are you? For this blaze is too cold for hell. Thou devil porter, no further. Anon! Anon, I pray you. Remember the porter?
Was it so late, friend, ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir. We were carousing till the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Mary, sir. Nose painting. Sleep. And urine.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost lived the hour.
I will bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for it is my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible, dire combustion, confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. Some may say the earth was feverish and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke ope the Lord's anointed temple, and stolen the life of the building.
What did you say? The life? Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber. Destroy your sight, newborn. Bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason. Banquo and Donalbain, Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep and this counterfeited look on death itself. Up, up, and see the great doom's image. Malcolm, Banquo. And from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this war. Ring the bell!